Hey everybody, Deborah Morris here, back with another one of my chamber peeps, somebody that I came across recently that I think that you all need to meet. So here is Janetta with Abilities Workshop, and she has some tips and stories to share with you that maybe you can relate to. Janetta, how you doing today?
I'm good. Thanks so much for including me in this.
Great. Do you have any kind of stories or anything about your company that others need to know about?
I hope so. So, Abilities Workshop is our nonprofit. We started it about 5 years ago. So, it's been around in the community for a bit. We do a lot of things locally here in Central Florida, but we help people nationally and internationally. I like to say that we help parents, pastors, and teachers get resources so kids with special needs can be their best. All started really organically. Most time when you deal with somebody in the special needs community, it's because they've had a family member impacted. That's our story too. My daughter was given a pretty bleak prognosis when she got her autism diagnosis of never being able to speak or have social or academic gains. And we've watched God work through her life and defy those odds. And she now does speak and she has lots of friends. And we want to continue to pay that forward. So we're helping by, new parents or experienced parents or adults that are having different issues with finding information. We're here to be that switchboard operator, that friend that you didn't know that you really needed, but you really do. Deborah, the reality is that so many of our families feel isolated. They just feel terribly alone and they are exhausted and they need to know that there's help out there. And so we're that help. If you know somebody, and so many of our community members know somebody that has somebody in their life with a special needs diagnosis, whether that's autism or Down syndrome or cerebral palsy, whatever that looks like, our message is to them that they're not alone and that we're here to help. And that most of our programs, whether you use a program or you just call us, like I said, to be a switchboard operator, we're here to be your friend. And that message just cannot resonate enough. So the idea that you're helping us spread the word to those families that are feeling alone really means the world. Thank you.
You are welcome. Well, it's just interesting every time that I just out there in normal everyday public, how many people and how many programs and how many um it's just different opportunities that are out there. And so it's just awareness that it is a fact of life. There are
Mm.
people that do have children or family members that with special needs, and the things that are available right now for them to be able to get out there and get out in the normal public and develop those skills instead of whatever they had available. I don't know. You said how long ago did you end up starting with your company?
So it was 5 years ago that we started things, but gosh, and the journey that we've been on has been more than 10 years. And the absolute opportunities that exist are so much more vast than they were when we started on this. Information is out there for families to do well. And, there's encouragement. We're kind of that cheerleader. We want to give people that encouragement. We want to let them know that our kids can do amazing things. We just have to maybe go about it a little differently for them to get there. But if you're not necessarily a family, if you're a family, please call us. If you're not a family and you don't know anybody offhand, but you run into people in public, this is my best tip that I can tell you. You run into somebody in public and you see that that mom has got her hands full or that dad has his hands full. Rather than going over and saying, I don't know how you do it, go over and tell them you're doing a great job. Oh, our moms and our dads, they're struggling, they're exhausted, they're tired, they're mentally exhausted, they're financially exhausted. And for somebody to be kind enough to say you're doing a great job, it's going to mean a lot to them.
So your ideal customer, is it somebody who is saying, I don't know what resources are out there? Give me an idea what resources, or because I
That's
know
it.
that I know of a couple of different schools, both for those elementary schools and also those with adults with special needs. But are you the resource to be able to guide them to
That's
wherever
it.
they're asking for? Okay.
That's 100% it. Right on, Deborah. So the idea is for somebody, and it can be somebody that's seasoned, that's been at this for a while. Their child might be 20 something years old, but they're having a problem finding a therapist. They're finding trouble with government benefits. They're trying, something isn't going right. Or they could be very new and brand new to understanding what all of these new acronyms mean in their world. And they just don't know where to turn first. It doesn't matter if it's just a friendly conversation that we have, or if they want to sign up for one of our programs so they can, really educate themselves further. It all starts with just giving us a call. I know that it sounds Pollyanna and that we're just like, oh, wow, rose colored glasses, but it's just a phone call to us can maybe change that child and that family's world on them knowing that there's hope, that there's encouragement, that there's resources, and there's ways to get things done.
Wonderful. And are you just working in the Central Florida area, or do you have contacts in other areas of the state or other states?
Yeah, so we have our office here in Seminole County. So we're right here in Central Florida and we do a lot of things here. But when COVID came, it allowed us to break down the barriers. A lot of companies did, broke down a lot of barriers and a lot of different partnerships across the country and around the world. So we help people nationally and internationally. It's all stuff that they can find at our website if they want to jump over there. That's Abilities. So a lot of I's and T's, abilitiesworkshop.com. And you can find our contact information. You can check out some of the different things on there. If you're a family, there's a really cool member page with all kinds of support and encouragement on there for you. So poke around and give us a call.
You are wonderful. Thank you so much for your time. And I hope everybody is going to call you. If you're just curious, I'm just creating awareness and to support in all that we can. All right. Well, thank you so much. And you have a wonderful day.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing what you do for our community and helping get information out. Thanks, Deborah.
You're welcome. Bye.